Ending summer and going back to school can be tough for some kids, which is why it's so important to set the tone and build excitement for the first day of school.
I spoke with a mompreneur about how she sets the table, gets her kids excited for the new school year.
Back to school time is here, and what better way to get your kids excited for the first day of school than going through those school supplies and setting up just an incredible tablescape to either kick off the first day of school with a breakfast or a dinner. Joining me now is mom of four and entrepreneur Whitney Jensen. Whitney, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Holly, for having me. I'm so excited to share.
You've put together some incredible tablescapes.
Yes.
So, okay, talk about this a little bit. This is like going through the kids' supply list, seeing what you have, and then using it in multiple ways.
Yes, so for back to school, we always like to set the tone for the year with a back to school dinner, and we do a full menu that the kids direct from soup to nuts, and I take on the tables, and so I have a high and I have a low, one with all the bells and whistles, and one that you can probably use your kids' school supply list and put it together.
Okay, so take us through, I guess let's start with the high.
Okay, yeah.
This is all the bells and whistles. Let's show this one off first.
Yeah.
What's here? How do we design this on our own?
Okay, so starting with this fabulous school bus tablecloth, kind of sets the tone for the table. And then I hot glued, I live with my hot glue gun. I hot glued placemats from rulers, and I used backpack plates, composition cups, used these pencil pouches for the utensils with composition notebook napkins, and then I did two tiered vignettes, one for science and one for arts and crafts. Obviously the science one is so much fun. I mix Gatorades to get that effect, but the kids love it.
So the kids can drink from the beakers as well, right? Because it's Gatorade.
Yes, I mean, we haven't had that happen yet, but now that they're gonna see this, they're gonna be doing shots from those.
They're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
Okay, and then also too, these, I mean, this is just school supplies.
Yes.
You gotta have markers, you gotta have crowns.
Yeah.
That's something easy because it's gonna be on the school supply list anyway.
Yeah, so I looked at their supply list and they all needed these items, so I just set them up, arranged them in a fun way, and they get really excited for it.
Okay, I love the placemat with rulers. My gosh, that's so
and
creative.
then you can, and any table, or even if you're just doing this for a breakfast at the breakfast counter, you just grab a couple of their supplies and set it up for them. I love to use crayons or markers or even glue sticks as a runner.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Okay, take us to the low table. And this is just a little more simple. Maybe you don't have the time to do this high one. You can do this one. This is probably a little more my speed with the paper planes. But.
So you're more likely to have these items in your house. Maybe not the bulletin paper roll, but you can get this at your local craft store. And then just use a straight edge with marker and make it look like composition paper. And then for the placemats, the construction paper that's on their school supply list, I just spread out two to kind of make the size. And then I grabbed our plates and our cups, because this is the homegrown version. And the fun part here is the tape dispensers as napkin holders.
This is so fun.
They're so fun. And if you are on the staff or PTA and you're doing a staff luncheon, that's a great idea because everyone kind of loves that effect.
And you have the ruler vase as well.
Yeah, so I got some flowers and I also got my apples and I put them on kebab sticks. It kind of just play into that school theme, hot glued rulers around, and put some wire with paper airplanes coming out. So it looks a little extensive, but you most likely have these in your garage or your school supplies.
Okay, Whitney, how do you get your four kids involved in back to school? I'm sure they sit down here and just simply eat. No, I doubt it. What do they do? How do you get them involved?
We plan the menu from soup to nuts, and it's all kid driven. So we talk about what I'm gonna do, and they get really excited because we've done this since they've gone to preschool. So they know what to expect, and when they see the supplies start coming, they are buzzing around. And so for the menu, we've done everything from spaghetti and meatballs, fajitas, sheet pan nachos, and all the way to dessert. So I have served strawberry shortcakes out of a mini radio flyer wagon. Anything kid-centric, they love it. And sometimes we finish with a movie, like Jumanji, throwback. So,
And then too, I mean, you could also turn this into like an interactive placemat, right? With markers if they want to do goals for the year or something.
Yes, there's so many ideas. You can even, if you want to write your menu, but in report card style, make it like it's the report card. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a dinner. You can do it for breakfast or even on their first day after school to kind of discuss and keep them open. It really sets the tone for the new year.
Yeah, how does this get them excited for the first day of school?
It really marks the end of summer. So we've been in summer mode, we've been at the pool, we've had our summer celebrations, 4th of July, and then when they see this, we know backpack's on.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. In an exciting way.
Yes.
Like, we're not dreading the first day. We're
No,
excited because
no.
look at all the opportunities here and all the fun
and
things.
I also think whatever I'm doing, once I no longer have kids of this age, I can hand it off to a teacher or a mom who has younger children, and they can start the tradition as well.
But oftentimes, I bet all of this gets used for the most part.
And
right?
most of it goes in their backpack on the way to school. So I just make sure we're careful with it, and then we reassemble, put it into their backpack off for the first day.
Okay, you are
Yeah.
the queen of tablescapes.
Thank
so for
you.
all the inspiration,
Yes.
go to your Instagram,
Yes.
Whitney T. Jensen,
Yeah.
and you can find all kinds of ideas there for every single holiday,
Yes.
including back to school, which we're going to call a holiday now
Yes.
because we're excited about it.
It is in our house.
Yeah. Okay, Whitney, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Holly.